Hi guys, I'm here to tell you a little bit about this girl in this picture. This was November of 2011. She had just had her last child and she was excited to get out on the town. They were invited to a wedding for the family and she was super excited. She went and she bought a dress, had ideas of what she looked like in it, and she went, she had a good time, and she continued on with life. She continued on with life with heartburn, fatigue, headaches, a stabbing pain in the car when she would drive. It would be in her rib cage, and, you know, she loved clothes a lot, and she was starting to not like putting them on as much. But she was cool. She was happy. She was continuing with life, and she was living with it until she got the pictures back. And when she got the pictures back several months later, she kind of started to wonder. She started to wonder if she should live like this or if she should do something about it. So she joined a gym. She joined a gym. She brought her kids to it. They went to daycare at the gym, and her youngest started to walk. And because he started to walk, he was crazy. A lot like his mother. And he kind of got a little out of control, and they told me that if he would get out of control, they would have to ask me to leave. So rather than them ask him to leave, we left. And then I kind of had to be put on pause for a little bit. I was still working at the time, and life just kind of went on. I remember in 2015, I decided to leave my job, and because I needed to be home with the kids more. Jose's hours was changing, and it was just too hard for me to get to A to B. People were starting to get in sports, and I just needed to be home more. So when that happened, I also kind of made it in my head that like, I need to do something because this was getting out of control a little bit, and it wasn't as easy to live with it anymore. While that happened, out of the blue, you know what happens, I get another wedding invitation. So this was going to be my redemption wedding. What I decided to do was I started to do Comcast on-demand videos, and we actually joined the local YMCA. So their daycare was at random hours, so I didn't necessarily use their daycare, but I did, however, just go early enough, and I was able to make it in, get it in sometimes. While I was doing this, I was posting some things on Facebook, kind of just to keep myself motivated. And when I did that, I caught the eye of some girls that I knew from high school and other walks of life that decided to invite me to my first accountability groups. These were all ran on Facebook. Some of them had specific themes like abs and squats and legs. But some of them also was just checking in with your own daily activity, your meals, and making sure that you're kind of trying to, you know, meet your goals that you want to do. Water challenges was huge, getting you to drink your water. That has helped me out in my whole lifestyle a lot. And I hadn't even joined Beachbody yet. But these girls were really showing me things that I had never really seen before. And they were really happy, and their lives weren't really deprived. And they were making this whole diet scene a lot less of a diet. So I obviously knew that these girls were Beachbody coaches, and they reached out to me a lot. You know, I had turned it down a lot. I had turned it down from not only my coach that right now, Renee, but I also turned it down from other girls that had reached out. It just wasn't my time yet, I guess, so to speak. But, you know, New Year's came, and it was 2016, and I was still doing these accountability groups, and I was seeing more and more and more of what I liked, and I really connected with Renee again, and which was really nice because, you know, you get that rekindle of like an old friendship, and that is huge. And this was because of fitness. This was really because of living healthier and finding people that had like the same wants as you. And so finally in July 2016, I said yes to becoming a coach for the discount for Shakeology, and I also wanted to try the programs. So I said yes, I purchased, and then I sat on it for I think like a whole month. We did a brand new accountability group, and I joined it, and that's when I started in August. And I absolutely loved it. I fell in love with the people. I fell in love with myself again. I fell in love with the 40-minute workouts. I mean, come on. You know, I instantly did not only start seeing results in my clothes changing and getting bigger and me feeling better, but my health, my heartburn was less. My headaches were less. I could sleep better. I was having more energy with the kids. Things were really internally changing, and I loved it. it became so much less of a physical change and more of like how I felt change. I loved sharing my story. I gave it 2 months and I said I was going to quit, and here I am 2 years later, 2 years plus later. So I do have a little ream of videos of my before and after pics that I want to share with you guys also. This journey has just taught me so much, and I started off at 200 pounds and I now weigh 153. And I'm going to let you know my goal weight was 150 and I reached that, went under that, and now I'm gaining muscle. So that is why I'm surpassing my goal weight and now having a different goal weight for my muscle goal weight. So these things are so incredible, and I love sharing the journey, and I am so glad that this girl in this picture finally, you know, took the plunge. It took a while, but she was ready when she was ready, and I am so glad she did. I hope you guys all enjoyed my story, and I thank you so much for listening to it. Have a great day. Lots of love and lots of peace.